a GDP of $432 billion and the largest population of over 206 million in 2020, comprised of a youthful population. Nigeria offers excellent business and investment opportunities for Canadian companies interested in investment and exports. The Canada-Nigeria Business and Investment Summit Cocktail and Networking event hosted by the African Chamber of Business at the Goodmans LLP Toronto was organized to promote the forthcoming summit, 3-day networking and information sharing event billed for October 11 to 15. The High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada, Adeyinka Asekun, the keynote speaker at the event, spoke about the investment opportunities in Nigeria for Canadian companies.
The economic recovery has been driven by non-oil sector growth, especially agriculture, food sufficiency, transportation and industrialization. We've been oil dependent for a long time, and I think it has cost us, and so there's a very, very strong desire from a policy point of view to be able to diversify the economic base. Right now, Nigeria is Canada's largest trading partner in the whole of Africa. We've moved over the years between 1 and 3. We're number 1 right now, and the bilateral merchandise trade between Nigeria and Canada as of 2021 stood at $2.67 billion. If you put things in real terms, there's a lot more that can be done. When I came to Canada in 2017, I was told by a professor friend of mine at Carleton that the amount of trade that takes place between Nigeria and Canada in a year takes place between Canada and the United States in 18 hours. So to put things in context, there's a long way to go. I'm not saying that Nigeria wants to supplant the USA, because clearly the USA will always be Canada's largest trading partner. There's cultural affinity, there's proximity, there's a shared business culture. The many reasons why the US and Canada are the way they are. But we believe that there's room for growth. Now, Nigeria has enormous resources. We have 44 solid minerals available in commercial quantities. Nigeria attends PDAC faithfully year after year, but we've not been able to attract Canadian interest yet. I hope that will change at some point soon. And I believe that one of the mistakes we made was not to have paid enough attention to mining. Oil and gas became a way of making quick and easy money, but by the time those prices crashed, we began to see the folly in trying to concentrate too much on one area and not diversifying a bit. So we would like to change that. In terms of gas reserves, we're number 8 in the world, and in terms of oil, we're number 11 in terms of available reserves with 37 billion. I also want to point out, from the point of view of agriculture, if you look at what you describe as arable land, Nigeria is number 9 in the world. And most of it hasn't been cultivated, so it's really a powerhouse in terms of potential for agriculture. As a nation, we've made bold and meaningful reforms, and we continue to improve the way we do business. The sectors that are being considered by leadership and governance are areas in which Canada has a story to tell. All the areas have been very well selected. So if you come in October, you find out that the sectors that are being considered are places where Canada has a story to tell. Nigeria is very serious about becoming a digital economy. And Nigeria, being the biggest economy in Africa, is one with a large population, has young people, and is well positioned to become a very strong digital economy. The MasterCard Foundation, incorporated in Canada, decided to come to Africa with a vision of creating 30 million jobs over the next 10 years. It picked 3 sectors as areas of focus that is going to be funding projects in: agriculture, creative industries, and digital economy. So there's a lot of focus on that space. I wanted to make that point clear. Canadian education offers great attraction to Nigerians. Nigerians want to come to Canada in droves. If the visa policy were more liberal, I'm not sure there's anybody left in Nigeria anymore, so I guess the fact that it's not liberal has an advantage. But there's room for collaboration between Nigeria and Canada in the education space. And a university actually went to Nigeria in April, and we sent somebody from the High Commission to accompany the university there. They met with our Vice President, they met with Vice Chancellors of universities, they met with high schools, and the whole aim was to just look at areas for collaboration. It's gone beyond just having people come and study here. We're looking at things like curriculum enhancement, exchange programs, people starting programs in Nigeria, finishing in Canada, joint research projects, all kinds of things like that. Some universities are looking at the possibility of establishing a campus in Nigeria, and it's done in stages. You start by offering remote programs, and then online programs. You have joint programs that are done virtually, and you work your way towards establishing a campus.
The chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, commended the efforts of the Nigeria High Commission in Ottawa in collaboration with Nigerians in Canada towards attracting investment to Nigeria. She says Nigeria is ready to accommodate potential Canadian investors.
We've made tremendous impact in the last 3 years of being in existence because we believe in our diaspora, we believe in Nigeria, and we believe in you, friends of Nigeria, particularly Canada. And I want to say I'm glad and happy at what I've been seeing here with the Canadians and Nigerian Canadians and friends of Nigeria. I was at a Canadian company somewhere in Lekki, and they're doing amazing things.
And now we are looking forward to seeing more of a collaboration with MidCom in our future event.
Luciano Aguilera of Goodmans LLP says they look forward to more Canadian businesses investing in Nigeria after the summit in October.
As one of the founders of the Canada-Africa Chamber of Business, Goodmans has supported and helped develop business between Canadian and African companies for decades. We want to give a special thanks to everyone at the Chambers for making this event possible, and to the guest speakers that we have here today.
Joy Useagu, reporting from Toronto, Ontario.